All-Star Weekend is being hosted in Golden State this year. There's no doubt that with that, Stephen Curry is going to be on the All-Star team. But for this upcoming All-Star Weekend, there's going to be a lot of first-time All-Stars. Players that have the best chance of receiving that honor. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Alperen Sengun, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, and I've got a mystery pick for later. Every player that I just mentioned is going to have a huge leap this year, and of course it's going to result in them being in the All-Star ballot. But first, shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring Easy Buckets. If you want tickets to go to a basketball game, any other event, or a sports game, you have to get your cheap tickets on SeatGeek because ticket prices are already available. What's special about SeatGeek is they tell you the value of the seat that you want to buy and tell you if the deal is actually a good deal or not. I got my phone with me. Let's see how much a Warriors game costs right now. Okay, we're gonna open up SeatGeek on the app. We're gonna search up on the search bar Warriors. Okay, let's see what the Golden State Warriors 81 events, their opener. Okay, so their preseason opener. So you know what, let's go to their opening game against the Portland Trail Blazers. I want 2 tickets. Wow, you can get tickets for around $40 to $50 on opening night. Now that is a good deal, and get these deals on SeatGeek. And we partner with SeatGeek, giving Easy Buckets fans a discount promo code. So use code EasyBuckets on SeatGeek and you will get an extra $20 off your ticket purchase. So $40 tickets just become $20 tickets if you use my code. Check it out, download the app or go on the website and get your cheap tickets today. Victor Wembanyama is going to be an All-Star, no doubt, this season, whether the Spurs do well or not. Victor is the future of the league. Right now, general managers are already considering Victor Wembanyama as the best defensive player in the NBA. And in the NBA, defense gets rewarded and honored like crazy. The Spurs also got better this summer, bringing in Chris Paul to the roster. They have a new veteran point guard to lead Victor Wembanyama and make him shine to the best that he can be. And even Harrison Barnes is a great pickup as well. 2 vets make Victor Wembanyama better. We've seen Wemby play before. His numbers are already elite, and even in fantasy sports, Victor is going to be the #1 pick in every draft this year. He's going to put up a double-double. He's going to average 3+ blocks a game. NBA GMs view stats and numbers in choosing their All-Star reserves. Victor Wembanyama will be an All-Star reserve. He won't be a starter. Nikola Jokic will definitely be the starting center, but expect Wemby in the Bay Area next February. Chet Holmgren is projected to be an NBA All-Star because he now is on the projected best team in the Western Conference. OKC was the first seed last season, and experts are predicting that this year they're going to retain that title with Shea and Chet. The crazy part about Chet is he's only 22 years old, and this team is super young, and they're gonna keep on getting better and better as Chet improves and develops. And let's keep it real, by the All-Star Weekend, if the Thunder are the unanimous first seed in the West, we've seen the NBA award the first seed with multiple players on the All-Star team, because we know Shea's gonna make it. Who remembers the Atlanta Hawks when they had Al Horford, Paul Millsap, Jeff Teague, and Kyle Korver on the All-Star team? This could be the case for the Oklahoma City Thunder because they have so many developing All-Stars on that team. If Chet's numbers advance to 20 points per game and near 10 rebounds, his blocks and defensive numbers are going to be there. It's going to increase the chance of Chet making the reserve roster. We can't forget about J-Dub, Jalen Williams of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Everybody's talking about Chet and Shea, but Jalen Dub is clearly the second best player on OKC. He's only 23 years old, and last year we've seen him put up the best numbers we've seen before, nearly 20 points per game. And this year, with the Thunder shipping away Josh Giddey to Chicago, Jalen Williams is going to get more opportunity to handle the rock. This season, I see Jalen Williams taking the leap over Brandon Ingram in All-Star conversations, and especially if the Thunder, as mentioned before, are the first seed by the All-Star Weekend, J-Dub is clearly in that conversation and could be with Shea and Chet on the roster. One of my favorites, young rising star big man in the league, has to be playing on the Houston Rockets. Alperen Sengun is one of my biggest picks on surprising the NBA on making the All-Star team. Everybody is projecting the Rockets taking a huge leap this year, going to make the playoffs, going to make the play-in tournament. Whatever it looks like, the Rockets are everybody's young and new favorite team, and Alperen Sengun is the Nikola Jokic of that squad. Before getting injured last season, Alperen was already an all-star candidate. People was talking about this young guy making the team. He was averaging 21.1 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. These are Nikola Jokic numbers at Alperen Sengun's age. And with the Rockets being fully healthy to start the season, Alperen Sengun has already been dominant in preseason games. Alperen can be back in that same conversation, and I'm putting him even above Chet Holmgren in the most likely award to make it. Is Evan Mobley finally gonna live up to his potential? Ever since being drafted in 2021, Evan Mobley was a prize big in the league, but playing under Donovan Mitchell, Evan has not really been able to strive and become the star that the Cavaliers want him to be. Evan has definitely developed as a defensive big, but we want to see him develop as an all-around big star, and this year people are believing it's that time. We're hearing a lot of rumors of Jarrett Allen being in trade rumors, meaning Evan Mobley is the front court player the Cavaliers are pushing their full future towards. And Evan, can you prove that you can be an offensive monster? The Cavaliers are definitely going to be a playoff team this year under Donovan Mitchell, and if Evan Mobley can be the number 2, I see Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley both potentially being an Eastern Conference reserve. The only challenge I have for Evan Mobley is his shot attempts. He only had 10 last year and had less than his rookie season. He has to take at least 15 shots a game if he wants to be in that conversation. So Evan Mobley, you need to step up offensively. Your defense is already improving to a high level, but offense, take more shots. Speaking about a 2021 NBA draft pick, is Cade Cunningham ready to blossom? Cade was the #1 pick in the 2021 draft, but unfortunately, we've seen better players from that draft. Evan Mobley, as I just mentioned, is better than Cade Cunningham. Scotty Barnes is better than Cade Cunningham. Can Cade finally become the superstar everybody thought he could be this season? Last year, Cade was dealing with a bunch of injuries. He missed a lot of games, and the Pistons were terrible like normal. But they've made a lot of offseason moves to make their roster better and brought in a lot of veterans. But they go as far as Cade Cunningham. How far will Cade take them? Cade just got his max contract this summer, and I believe with that, Cade is going to prove to the league that he truly deserved it. And the mystery all-star player that I have in mind is Jonathan Kuminga of the Golden State Warriors. The first reason is simple. The Warriors are hosting All-Star Weekend next year, and we've seen in the past for the host team, we've seen 2 All-Star players coming from that city. With that being said, Jonathan Kuminga is ready to be the second option on offense for the Golden State Warriors this year. I actually see him getting into that 20 points per game mark, and that is going to get him in the conversation of being an All-Star reserve. So that is my list on NBA players that could be first-time All-Stars this year. What do you guys think about my list? Do you agree, or is there any other player that you believe should be on my list? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. LaMelo Ball is a player that we just talked about being a potential All-Star this year as well, but he's already been an All-Star before, so he's not on this list. But there's something about LaMelo Ball this season that's going to surprise you, and we made a video talking all about that. So check out the video right here in front of you. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets.